Well, I don't even need the overhead.
We're going to give you the overhead.
But I'll take the overhead.
Yeah.
Okay, take that back. All right. Awesome. Okay. But I am excited, and what Frank just said right now is really the reason why I decided to do this business is because I wanted freedom, I wanted choices, I wanted options, I wanted to make more money. Think about it. I mean, homeless people, they got a lot of time, right? So all they got is time. They ain't got no money. Not such a good idea. And then you look at a corporate executive that works, 80 hours a week. He's got a lot of money, but he's got no time. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So in Primerica, we truly have the best of it all. We have the best of all worlds. You see, you can have it all in Primerica. You really can. You can have it all in Primerica. Anything you want, wherever you want, whenever you want, you can have it all. You want to give more to your family, you give more to your family. You want lots of time with your kids, you can do that. You want to donate more money to your charities or your churches, you can do that. Whatever you want, you can do it. Because we have the options of time and money. See, we have the best of those worlds. So, and I think that, looking back, I mean, I started when I was 21 years old, so I didn't have a lot of experience. I didn't have a lot of credibility. Not a lot of people trusted me. So what I tried to do is I tried to develop a personal management philosophy. I tried to figure out what is it that is going to help me win at this thing. What is it that, what kind of ideas do I need to think? People, they come in Primerica, they think we want to change you. We don't want to change you from the good person that you are. We just want to improve you. That's all. Mm-hmm. Because we all got to get improved, right? I mean, we only know, the lady that cuts my hair today, I shared with her, you only know what you know because of what you know. Mm-hmm. And she laughed because she's like, what did you say again? Tell me that again. She was all excited, because nobody ever told her that before. But see, we only know what we know because of what we know. We don't know more than what we know. Mm-hmm. And that's where we go wrong, because we're so ingrained in our thinking. We think that things that always have been need to always be. But that's not really the truth. Because anybody that's ever, when we're a little kid, right? We think certain ways when we're little kids. Not that they're bad, because they think, a lot of little kids, they don't know what the hell they're thinking about, But that's because they're little kids. That's okay. They only know what they know because of what they know. But I'll tell you what, you keep hanging out in Primerica offices, you're going to know a lot. And you're going to be really successful. You want to be successful one day? You want to make a lot of money one day? You want to do great things for your family one day? Absolutely. Every kid, right? Look, if you could I just take a snapshot of that face right there. that face is everything. See, his face is how I feel every day.
Yes.
See, he believes everything I'm telling him right now. He believes that he can have, you believe you can have a better life? You believe you can have a great life? You believe you can do great things? You want to make a lot of money? Yes. You want to be rich?
Yes.
You want nice cars?
Yes.
You want to live in great houses? See, that smile on his face is everything. See, for some reason, we stop believing. Mm-hmm. For some reason, we give up way too soon. Right. See, we start out like this, and that's all we know. And then, something happens at our job, and we get laid off. And somebody lets us down. Somebody tells us no. We get a little bit of rejection. Things don't work out exactly the way they want it to work out. And then what happens? Slowly our dreams die. Mm-hmm. Slowly we give up. Slowly we start doubting. And the next thing you know, we're average and ordinary like everybody else. And that young child, that smile, that belief, that hunger to want to do something great, it dies slowly. But eventually it dies. So we gotta get better. That's the only thing that solves this problem of giving up too soon, of losing our dreams, forgetting about that feeling that we had when we were kids, man. So I came into Primerica, thank God, when I was 21 years old. But see, everybody laughed at me because I looked like him and I was so excited. They said, you can be rich, you can have freedom and choices and travel the world and live in a great home and drive awesome cars. And I was smart just like him. I was like, this is great. See, and everybody laughed at me. Right? And everybody said, you're crazy. Everybody said, no way can you do that. Everybody said, it's not possible. But I believe, just like a kid believes. And that's why we've done a little bit of, that's why we've done okay here in this prime America thing. That's why we've done okay. Is because I never lost that childlike enthusiasm. I never lost that feeling. Every event, every op night, every Saturday training, every event, every convention, every gala, every success seminar, every full-timers meeting, I never lost the feeling. People say, well, motivation, right? We're tired of trying to motivate people. We all need motivation. Just like we need a shower. You got to get it every day. Something's got to motivate. Now, you can't be a motivated idiot. Y'all get that, right? I mean, there's a lot of people that are motivated. They don't do nothing. They don't know nothing. See, you got to get motivated. But you also got to know why and how to do certain things. But you can know the how all day long, but if you ain't motivated, if you don't have that childlike enthusiasm, you'll never really take this thing over the top. Is that right? Yes or yes, right? All right. So we can't forget some certain core principles, some philosophies, some thoughts we can't forget. So I'm going to start, and I don't really have a number thing here. I'm just going to say, this is it, all right? So this is number it, okay? Everybody wants to be somebody. We can never forget that everybody's got a flashing sign on their back, right? And it says, make me feel important. Every time I look at your son here, he's all happy and giggly and excited, right? Because I'm talking about him. Because I'm making him feel special. I'm making him feel important. See, we can't forget that every one of us has that inside of us. Every one of us wants to feel important, wants to feel special, wants to feel loved, wants to feel like we are somebody. So we can't forget that. See, if we don't forget that, then we'll always attract people to us. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to jump on your bandwagon. Not everybody's going to do it. But you'll get some, or at least you'll get more than if you didn't treat, treat people like they were somebody. You guys with me here, okay? So we got to treat people good. We got to make people feel good and feel special about being a part of the greatest business opportunity that's ever existed in America. Right. There's nothing better than this. I've seen everything. I've seen them all. Sat down with a client today. We just paid out another $50,000 death claim. We pay out over $10 million. This organization, or the super hierarchy, we pay out over $10 million a year in death claims. Do we do what's right?
Yes.
Do we make a difference?
Yes.
You better believe it, we do. And so it's important that we never forget the crusade. We never forget what we're doing here. You got to believe in what we do. I sat down with somebody, did all the claim paperwork, and her son was there. And because I was always nice to her son was in the business like 8 years ago, because I was nice to her son 8 years ago and never treated him bad and never treated, so I'm going to end up recruiting him back in the business now. Not only that, he wanted me to write him up on on a policy. So I ended up writing 2 policies today, about $2,500 in premium. And I just clicked over $10,000 in personal premium. You show me too many millionaires in Primerica that go out and write $10,000 in personal premium, especially in December. How about that, huh? How about that? And that's why our base shops are growing. That's why our people are growing. That's why we're building leaders like never before in the history of our business. We average, guys, this organization, all right, the Alonzo Super Alki averages over 300 recruits a month. And 500 to 600 families a month are served because of people like you. Ain't that something, huh? Ain't that special? Ain't that important?
Yes.
We do what's right. Now, don't you ever forget that. And who we are special. We are somebody. You are somebody. You are among the greatest leaders that I've ever put myself around in my entire life. And we should feel great about that. And we should feel excited about that. And we should feel like, man, the future is unlimited. The future is so great. The future is so special. Because you can't have a great future without great leaders. And we got great leaders. So we're going to have a great future, right or right?
Right.
You know, we got to stand for something. See, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. We got to stand for what's right. And there's a lot of things we can talk about. A lot of things I'm talking about today is really what I want you to stand for. See, most people in America, they don't have a spine. They don't have a backbone. They don't believe in anything. It's always about, you know, you got to be politically correct all the time. See, politically correct does not get you successful. Being a victim does not get you successful. Complaining, agonizing, having your ego. I put out a video this morning on ego. Ego doesn't get you to where you want to go. A lot of things that you got to stand for. You got to stand for doing what's right. You got to stand for thinking the right way. You got to stand for character. You got to stand for what we do in Primerica. The crusade, you got to stand for, what we believe in. We believe in giving people an opportunity, don't we?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we believe in. I actually believe that I can take anybody in this room, if they are coachable, if they are willing to follow me, if they are willing to put in the effort, the hard work, the focus, whatever they got to do, have that whatever it takes mindset. I believe that anybody in this room can become a millionaire with Primerica. Now, I know everybody ain't going to do it, and that's okay. And Primerica never wants you to say, well, it's guaranteed. Well, I'm telling you right now, it's guaranteed. Yes. It's guaranteed if you do your part. See, I did a lot of the stuff that the people around me didn't want to do. They said, well, Daniel, you're staying up too late. Well, so what? Well, Daniel, you missed the birthday party. Don't you feel bad? Like, nah, not really. Daniel, you missed, so-and-so's wedding because you were on an appointment. Changing lives, saving some people's lives. Making sure they're on their road to getting financially independent, getting people out of debt, making sure that if they died, their family's properly protected. What about that? That's a pretty good thing. Ain't nobody going to say nothing if you're at a wedding and the doctor, you get buzzed and you got to go save a life. Nobody's going to say nothing about that, will they? Right. But if I got to go recruit somebody that one day gets that family financially independent, that's something's wrong with that? No. See, I don't buy that. Right. See, I believe what we do is so special that I'm willing to pay the price. I'm willing to give something up to go up. So you can't ever get what you want in life unless you're willing to give something up. When I came into Primerica, I wanted to be a cartoonist. That's what I did before Primerica. I wanted to be an artist. And so I tried and I never got any coaching on how to do it. I just tried to figure it out on my own, And of course that didn't work out and I failed at it. And then I ended up getting recruited into Primerica. But I pretty much gave that up. When I started Primerica, I gave it up. Right? All the extracurricular things that I was doing, I gave up. Art Williams gave up coaching football, his passion, his life, his everything. I played baseball. I was a baseball player since I was 4 years old. And I got into Primerica 21 years old. I don't remember the last time I played baseball. I gave it up. I was willing to give up to go up. You guys get that? Mm-hmm. What are you giving up? If everything in your life is exactly the same that it was 5 years ago, and you're exactly the same, what do you need to give up? What needs to change in 2017? You can't keep doing what you did in 2016 and get a different 2017. It just doesn't work that way. Mm-hmm. Right? Right. Okay? So we have to have a total commitment. Right? We believe in commitment. We believe in committing to something. We believe in being people of our words. We believe that when we say something, we're going to stand behind our word and follow through, because we follow through, don't we? Yes. We finish what we start, don't we? Yes. We make a commitment to something bigger than ourselves so that we can make an impact and change the world. Yes. And that's exactly what we're doing right now. We are changing the world. Now, we might not be selling the most iPhones and changing the world, but we're definitely selling the most policies and changing the world. We're definitely recruiting the most people. Our company recruits more people in our company than any other company in the world. We are recruiters. We are builders. We are leader builders. See, if our communities had more leaders, would the United States be stronger and better? Yes or yes?
Yes.
If we had better leaders. Right? Leadership is everything.
Yeah.
So if we recruit and then build mentally tough leaders, our communities will be better. Yeah. Our world will be better. And we will change the world. There's no doubt in my mind, we will change the world. Let's go. So you better feel that, and you better know that that's the truth. Because we're going to do it with or without you. With or without you, we will do it. Because the right people are going to be attracted to where we're going, and they'll want to go with us. And we've attracted a lot of people so far. Guys, you understand, we have more people in our organization making over $100,000 a year than any other company in America. Right. But check out our hierarchy. Our hierarchy has more $100,000 earners than anybody that's been in the business as long as we've been in the business. Do you guys get that? Yeah. You guys know we have over 1,300 licensed agents, and we have $1,800,000 earners. Do you guys know that? I bet you didn't know that. No. We have a lady making $1 million a year. How about that? Is that pretty exciting? Yeah. How about a guy that used to work for Stater Brothers that makes $600,000 a year, and he's not even that smart. I met him before. All right? We got a lot of people doing a lot of great things right now. And you should feel that momentum. And you should feel that excitement. And then you need to get on board. You need to jump on that bandwagon. Just like I did 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I sat in a room just like this. I had no team. I had nobody around me. I wasn't making a lot of money. But I just bought it. You see, I bought it hook, line, and sinker. I bought it. I believed it. I didn't doubt it. I believed it. Now, I was scared, just like everybody else. There was a piece of me that doubted. I mean, there was a little piece of me that was a little bit scared. But I bought it. I went for it. And I didn't stop until we got what we needed to get out of this deal. And even today, I'm still not stopping, as you guys can see. I'm not letting up. I'm not giving up. I'm not done. Right? I'm only 42. I mean, I'm kind of closer to 41, but I'm 42 now. Because I just turned 42. And so I'm a 42-year-old hungry man, right? That wants to be somebody so bad it hurts. That wants to make a difference in this world so bad it hurts. And I'm not afraid of that. I'm willing to compete. I'm willing to step up to the plate. I'm willing to do what most people won't do. so that I can build an extraordinary life and make a difference. You know, I believe in being positive. I think you guys got one of the most positive leaders that I've ever met in my life, and that's called Frank Beltran. Okay? Yeah. Can't find a more positive guy than that.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's what's great about Frank Beltran.
Yes.
And that's what's great about Primerica, is we all come in here, you know, most of us, we're so dang pissed off all the time.
Yeah.
Like as a culture, as a society, right? I mean, oh my God, you know,
Yeah.
I was watching this guy, and he said, yeah, you know, I think he lived in United Kingdom, and he's like, yeah, you know, my mom, you know, she's just getting so negative in the world. And he was talking about like speaking, and he said, man, I mean, you know, you gotta watch out for being a negative Nancy all the time, you know, because, you know, he said he's talking to his mom, he's like, hey Mom, it's the 1st of October, and she says, I know, isn't that dreadful? It's like it's ingrained in us, you know. It's like, you know, it's almost like fun, I think, for some people to be negative.
Right.
It's like, hey, I'm excited. What are you all excited about? It's raining. It's so terrible. I'm all excited because it's raining. I'm like, hey, don't have to turn on my water. You like to save money on water, right? And so I'm always trying to look for what's right in every situation. That's why we got to be careful, like sometimes taking things personal sometimes, you know. You know, when somebody kind of slights us, you know, when somebody kind of says the wrong thing and you're like, that jerk. You know what I mean? And you feel that inside. You got to resist it. You got to say, no, 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 no. I know they said something wrong, but they're human. And they just made a mistake. And it's okay. And I'm just going to move on. Because if I spend any time thinking about it, I'm only wasting my time, right? I'm only wasting my energy that can be used to get that next recruit. To get that next stud in the business. To get that next person licensed. To get that next person going in for me to go write another sale. For me to go make more money. For me to build my business even stronger. So every minute I waste on negativity just hurts myself. Right? What do they say, right? When you say something nasty about something, that you're drinking your own poison. Okay, you think you're hurting the other person, but they don't even think about you. They don't even care about you.
Yeah.
I'm sure I got a lot of haters that hate me, okay? I'm sure I got a lot. Because the more money you make, the more success you get, more people don't like. I'm sure there's people who don't like me out there. I know a few of them. Believe me, I really do have people who don't like me. So when those people, when they don't like me, I don't even think about them. So they're only hurting themselves. So I try to stay as positive and as excited as I can all the time. I ain't perfect. Ain't nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, I have bad days, I have good days, but man, I got more good days than bad days. Are you with me? And that's what we have to strive to become, is more positive in 2017, because it's going to help all of us grow and get united and work together to be the best that we could truly be. We have to have a vision, right? I mean, the Bible told us that deal, right?
Yes.
Come on, man. If we ain't got a vision, we perish. I mean, I don't know, man. A lot of you guys probably checked out that thing called the Bible, #1 book in American history, okay? Probably world history, okay? So listen to me. If we ain't got a vision for the future, we perish. We're done. We have to have a vision. We have to start believing that there's more in the future for us, man. We can't believe the naysayers. We can't buy in to the fact that, oh, everything's been invented. We can't buy into the fact that, you know, everybody already has Prime America. Everybody's been recruited. Those are lies. We have to have a vision to say, wait a minute, every day somebody turns 16, they need car insurance. Every day somebody turns 18, right? Well, hopefully they're not having babies at 18, but people have babies at 18. So they need more life insurance now, right? People get married every day. Lots and lots of babies are born. Lots of homes are bought every day. So they need more protection. How about people that join jobs or you know, set up 401ks or want to start saving for education or retirement or whatever? I mean, if you really think about about this. This is an endless thing. It will never go away. It will never end. I was telling somebody the other day, I mean, I can honestly see my organization having 100,000 agents in here one day. We will have an organization. If we have 1,000, we can have 100,000. Right? Because if all my RVPs right now had at least 1,000 agents, which all of them could build 1,000 agents, I think Chris plans on having at least 1,000 agents. I think Frank plans on having 5,000 or 10,000 agents. I mean, if we put all that together, shoot, if everyone just had that, that's 33,000 agents. Are you kidding me? That's 33,000 agents. Let's just multiply that 3 more times. Got 100,000 agents in this thing. If you think that Primerica, it's over, or we're on our way down, you're blowing it, man. This thing's getting big. This thing is getting strong. This thing is getting real right now. It's right now. I've never seen it this good. 20 years I've been doing this. Never seen it this good like it is right now. It is time like you've never seen it before. It is so real and right like you've never seen it before, you know. You can't ever be afraid to fail. You gotta stop worrying about failure. No risk, no reward. Bigger the risk, bigger the reward. I think one of the challenges with Primerica is we only charge you $100 to get started. It's the biggest challenge. If I would have charged you 10 grand, you would never miss a meeting. You see? Right? If I charged you 10 grand to do this deal, you would get licensed in a week. You would never, right? You would never miss a meeting. You would be at every big event, and you'd be working your ass off every day to try to make back your 10 grand. Is that right? See, we're going to start charging you all 10 grand. Right now. See, that's the challenge. Is we join Primerica and we go, well, shoot, man, I got nothing to lose. I only paid $100. Quit. Give up. It's only $100. Ain't that much money. Big deal. See, if it was 10 grand. See, I pretended, when I got in Primerica, I pretended that I had invested $100,000 in this deal. That's why we made it. Because I want to get my dang 100 grand back. That's why I worked so hard. That's why in 20 years I never missed a meeting. That's why in 20 years you never, went a week without thinking about this thing, working at this thing, trying to grow this thing. I'm obsessed with this thing. I'm okay with being obsessed though. I want to be obsessed about something. A lot of people that are obsessed about a lot of bad things in the world, right or right? At least I'm obsessed with trying to help people, trying to do some good, trying to make the world a better place, trying to change some lives. What's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with that. See? Maybe you need to start thinking about some more possibilities. And the last thing is you can't give up. For once in your life, don't give up. For once in your life, finish the dang job. For once in your life, give it everything you got. Go all in right now. Go all in, man. What's it going to hurt you? Why is it going to hurt you to go all in? Okay? You got that great hand, right? We got a lot of great things about Primerica, man. Freedom, choices, options, lots of money, nice cars. Okay? All those things. We got all this going for us. We got this hand that's dealt to us. It's perfect. It's the perfect hand right now, just for you. Just for you. It's right there. It's in your hands right now. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do? You're going to take all your chips and you're going to go all in.
All in.
And you're going to say, why not me, man? Why not me? Why is it everybody else has the nice cars? Why is it everybody else has a nice life? Why does everybody else have all that freedom? Why do some people get to travel the world? Why do they live in the great houses? Why is it everybody else? Why not me? Why not us? Why can't we do great things? Why can't we make it? Every single one of us can make a difference. Time's right. You're right. America's right. You got the greatest coaching in the world, man. Frank and Irma Beltran, some of the greatest coaches I've ever met in my life. Some of the greatest human beings that I've ever met in my life. Good solid people, care about you, love you guys, want to see you guys succeed. So now you know what you got to do? You got to pay them back. You got to do your part to make the Beltran hierarchy the greatest that ever lived in Primerica. Time is now, so I need you to do it now. Good night. God bless you.